Good morning and welcome to lesson 48. Let's take a moment, settling in our seats, settling in our bodies, eyes gently closed down, resting into this new day, resting into our time, this time that we are creating for love, for peace. I invite you this morning just to watch the breath coming and going. And then gently letting go of the practice of watching the breaths and offering this prayer. We'll begin this day in gratitude. We open our hearts and we surrender to love. We ask love to lead the way through the minutes and the hours of this new day. We welcome joy, fun, and abundant prosperity. We recognize that all encounters are wholesome and that all experiences can be met with a peaceful heart that is anchored in the truth that we are one, we are love, and we are free. We release these words, and so we let it be. Another great lesson, lesson 48. Lesson 48 is there is nothing to fear. The idea for today states a fact. It is not a fact to those who believe in illusions, but illusions are not facts. In truth, there is nothing to fear. It is very easy to recognize this, but it is very difficult to recognize it for those who want illusions to be true. But you know, you're sitting here this morning because you want something else. You want something more, and there is a knowing in you that there is more than meets the eye. You know, you're searching, and you know, if like me, you have that longing, you know, that yearning for God, that yearning for love, then we can open our hearts and minds to the truth that there is nothing to fear. Today's practice periods will be very short, very simple, and very frequent. You're going to merely repeat the idea as often as possible. You can use it with your eyes open at any time in any situation. It is strongly recommended, however, that you take a minute or so whenever possible to close your eyes and repeat the idea to yourself slowly several times. It is particularly important that you use the idea immediately should anything disturb your peace of mind. The presence of fear is a sure sign that you're trusting in your own strength. So, you know, remember our previous lessons that God is the light in which I see. God is the mind in which I think. You know, God is the strength in which I trust. So we're wanting to lean into love, lean into God, lean into our higher selves. And when we're doing that, we know no fear. We know only love. So the presence of fear, is the sure sign that you're trusting your own strength. The awareness that there is nothing to fear shows that somewhere in your mind, though not necessarily in a place you recognize as yet, you have remembered God. You have remembered love. And let God's strength take the place of your weakness. Because remember, we're leaning into a belief system. The ego isn't real. It's all an illusion. And how can you lean into an illusion? The instant you are willing to do this, there is indeed nothing to fear. And you'll be knowing it. You know, you'll have a deep sense of peace. So what we're going to do a little meditation here. And in this meditation, we're just going to use this phrase like a mantra, that there is nothing to fear. Just repeating it over and over, because we're retraining our mind to know that only love is real. And if fearful thoughts cross your mind, just simply say there is nothing to fear. And what's dropping in is to say, only love is real. I am safe. You know, this is beautiful because this is really root chakra stuff, you know, for those of you that are familiar with the energy centers. So the root chakra is the base, the foundation of our life. And, you know, if we don't feel safe, it's very, very difficult to live fully. So we really want to ground ourselves in this sense that there is nothing to fear. There's nothing to fear. I am safe. I am secure. Love is my source of all. You know, just little things drop in, and repeat the phrase as often as needed. So let's take a little bit of a time to meditate with this, seeing how it's such a short lesson. So again, find your sit bones, you know, and settle them into your seat, wriggle down. And then notice your feet. So you've got chakras or energy centers at the base of your feet chakras. And just imagine that there's roots growing out of your feet all the way down to the earth. Down through the earth and all the way down to the earth's core. And just feel yourself settle and drop down. If you wish, you can visualize the color red, a nice earthy red, which is the color of the root chakra. And with your awareness anchored here and rooted here, let's begin to repeat. There is nothing to fear. I am safe. I am secure. There is nothing to fear. I am safe. I am secure. Just continuing to rotate those phrases in your mind. And when you're ready, Gently drop your chin into your chest. Open your eyes with your gaze downwards. And then draw your gaze up to the screen. And just weave this beautiful practice through your day. There is nothing to fear. I am safe. I am secure. And remember, we're relying on the bigger I, not the smaller I, the one that is one with love, one with creation. Have a gorgeous day, my friend.